Let's have independence of that. How do you have independence of that? By choosing in that moment when you know this conversation about money is going to lead to something I don't like to talk about. It's going to lead me to a place where I'm just in fear and lack, frustration and anger. Before you even start to walk that path, you stop yourself. And within yourself you say, I know I'm feeling a certain way. And in the past, in order to discharge this feeling, I have lashed out at my partner about the finances. I have lashed out at myself for my frivolous spending. I've lashed out at my accountant for not warning me this was happening. And where has that taken me, that path? You know where that path takes you. How about when that trigger comes up, oh boy, it's time to pay the bills, I don't know if I have enough, oh boy, what's going to happen, what's going to happen? You just stop there. Stop for a moment and say, the thing I think I should do right now, which is to try to get rid of this feeling by somebody, that hasn't worked. So what if I sit with this feeling a little bit longer? What if I hold it inside myself and take responsibility for its existence? And what if I open up to exploring it more deeply and finding a new way to handle this trigger? Your vibrational level stays higher. Even if you get upset, it stays higher because you're staying within your own energetic. You're not shifting into a lower vibrational habitual response and taking away the tools that are available to you from a higher vibrational perspective. And you might actually receive insight from your soul as to how to handle that trigger in a way that's constructive, supportive, and healing. Imagine that. So that's just one example of how to get independent in July. Money's almost always a good example to give. But there's another level of independence, and that's independence from the ideas that have formed you. The ideas that say, I'm not enough, I haven't done enough, I haven't accomplished enough. Those are certain ideas that operate in your system. But there's also the idea that says, I can't teleport, I can't instantaneously manifest, I can't jump 10 feet in the air, I can't make my hair grow a foot in a month. You have a whole list, very long, of previously held assumptions about how you work, how your body operates, how your energetic field operates, and how you experience this world. Our invitation is that by questioning these assumptions, you give space for some, if not all, of them to be shifted. When you don't question the assumptions you've made about yourself, even if those assumptions have proven true time after time, if you don't at some point start to question them, to verify that there's still an operation, you'll never know when something has occurred to change it. And part of this Independence Month is giving yourself the opportunity to become independent of previously held assumptions. Now, it might still be true that you can't grow your hair a foot in a week or a month. That might still be true. But there's something different of, I know it's not true, and I tried it out recently and it still doesn't work. Maybe later it will work. There's a difference in perspective there that we invite you to explore, because it's another way of putting consciousness into your day-to-day life. It's another way of exploring what is actually going on and what you have pre-programmed yourself to believe is going on. It's hard to look for the new tree in the forest if you never look in the forest to begin with. You see? There's something new going on your planet, and you have access to it, but you must have the eyes to see it. And the way to have the eyes to see it is to actually put consciousness to the concept. Something else might be happening here that I'm not aware of. It's the same process as when you're when you stop when you're triggered rather than lashing out. When you stop, you're saying, there's something else going on that I'm not paying attention to. And that may be that I can handle this energy I'm experiencing, this upset, this frustration, this lack. I can handle that within myself and see where that takes me. Equally, the idea that you need to manifest something, if you don't make the intention that that could be possible, it's very difficult for it to ever occur. So becoming independent of what we think is going on in our lives doesn't mean you give up your life. It doesn't mean you have to quit your job. It could mean that. It doesn't mean you get a divorce. It could mean that. It doesn't mean you move. It could mean that. But it does mean that you're willing to look again at the things you've assumed and accepted in order to see who you truly are, to see what you're truly capable of experiencing, and to find that next place of spiritual growth. The buffet table is laid and we're just waiting for you to walk along instead of going over there. Come this way and see what you have available to you.